Happy Children's Day! Welcome to SKS Cook class with me. My name is Chef Mills and we're going to be having fun making pepperoni pizza and shawarma. Are you ready? So our ingredients today is flour, olive oil, basil, some fresh basil leaf because they look so good. Yeah. We have pepperoni, tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, warm water, salt, sugar, black pepper, oregano, and yeast. First thing we're going to do now is to put the warm water in the bowl. Yes. And the sugar. And we're going to add the 1 tablespoon of yeast. Whisk. We're going to whisk everything together to make sure the sugar and the yeast dissolve together. We have to cover it and let it sit for 5 minutes so it can activate very fast. So we're going to set it aside. The next step is to put your dough on your work surface. Make sure that the work surface is very clean. So we're going to make a well into it, just like how you're making your play dough. So you have to be very playful about it because pizza is what is fun. You make it while you're playing. It's not something you have to do with all, seriousness. Yeah. So our salt, you mix the salt with the flour. We mix the flour with the salt, and now I'm just going to make a well here. So the next step now is to check on our yeast. It's 5 minutes already. Let's go. An easy step for you to know that your yeast is very, very active. See the way it's looking, bubbling and all that. So yeah, I'm going to mix it with my flour. Mix it. Don't be afraid to get messy, all right? Mix the yeast into the flour. So you're going to knead and knead. Don't be afraid to get your hands messy. That's part of the fun of making pizza. You can also add a little bit of olive oil as well to help with the tenderness of your dough, about 1 tablespoon. So the next step we're going to do now is to grease our bowl with a little bit of olive oil. Place the dough in it, cover it with cling film, leave it to rest for like 30 minutes. So 30 minutes later, this is what you get. So we have to dust the work surface with a lot of flour. See? Like this. Pull the dough out. Can you see? So it's time for us to knock out the air. Yeah? So you have a very soft, smooth, and pliable dough. You don't really need a rolling pin when you're making your dough. Yeah, your hands can actually do the work for you. Like this. You roll it around, stretch, like that. Play around with it, yeah? So the next thing we're going to do now is to get the parchment paper on the tray. Whatever it is that you're doing, never forget to put your pizza dough on where you want to bake it before putting the topping. So just lift it gently and place it on the parchment paper. Don't even be afraid if you don't get a very nice round pizza shape. It's fine. So next is to add our tomato sauce. Yeah. So spread it around. Be generous with it. Yeah, a little bit first before putting the toppings. Mix everything more fun. Okay. So after that, I'm going to arrange my pepperoni. More cheese. So the next thing we're going to do now is to add a little bit of oregano. Yes, for flavor. Some black pepper and a drizzle of olive oil. I hope you're excited. You're just as excited as I am. Look at it. So cute. Let's go. So our pizza cooking is going to be there for like 8 to 10 minutes. So for that time, we're going to use it to make our shawarma. Ingredients for the shawarma is like this. We need the flatbread, sausage, chicken. We have some garlic in here, cumin, chili. We have cayenne pepper, if you want a little bit of heat. Salt, black pepper, some lettuce, cabbage, cucumber, tomatoes. In fact, it's a wrap actually, so just put whatever it is that you want. Make it fun. So I'm going to use the same pan to saute the sausage and the chicken before we start putting every other thing together. A little bit of olive oil to add it in there. Add a little bit of black pepper to it. So saute it a little bit. So after we have that ready, I'm going to get a plate from here and pop the sausage in there. The next thing we're going to do now is to saute our chicken breast. Just a little bit more oil. And I'm adding the chicken breast. We're just going to saute it a little bit of black pepper, some cayenne, a little bit of cumin, and salt to taste. First off is I have lettuce in here. I have some cucumber and some red cabbage. So we don't want too much of that. It's already clean. Yeah. So I'm going to slice it. So because we want inside to be, you know, colorful, we're adding all the fun stuff. So when you take a bite, you're going to see how beautiful inside is looking. Yeah? Look at it. So you see that we're having a really nice color from the chicken. I'm going to slice some cucumbers. And if you like some tomatoes, you can add it to it as well. If you're not a fan of it, it's okay, it's not a problem. You can leave it if you don't want it. It's fine. But make sure that they are really nice. So we're just putting all these ones for the nice color. So we're ready to start assembling our wrap. So I'm transferring the griddle pan here because that's what we're going to use to seal it when it's ready. But if you don't have a griddle pan at home, it's fine. Just use your normal saute pan, something like this. And once you're done rolling, you place the seal side down so that it's going to what? Seal it. You have the flatbread, you always cover it because if you allow air gets into it, it's just going to dry out and it will be very difficult for you to roll up, okay? So I'm just going to open it like this so that I can have enough space to put all the fun stuff in there. You place the first one down and this other one here, so it's going to help you to like seal everything together. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to add my chicken, a lot of chicken. The next thing I'm going to do is to add my cucumbers. I'm trying to add a lot of fun stuff into it, so hopefully it looks very nice, yeah? The sausage, it's going to be a very massive shawarma. A little bit of lettuce. A little bit of tomatoes. I love tomatoes, I'm sorry. If you don't like tomatoes, you can take it out, no problem. So now I'm going to add mayo and a little bit of ketchup. So the first thing you're going to do is to secure this place, and then you put everything in like that and you seal it up. So now it's time for us to put it on the pan. Like I said, working with kids, the kitchen can be messy, it's allowed, all right? So now our shawarma is ready. I'm just going to take it out, yeah. And slice it. Look at it, all the fun stuff in there, yeah? I'm going to, you know, roll it in this paper, yep, like this. So that when you're eating it, you won't have, you know, all that messiness in your hands. Second one, look at it, yeah? Now it's time for us to take out our pizza from the oven. It's 10 minutes already. Yep! Ta-da! Pizza is ready. Now we're going to drop some fresh basil leaf on top for extra flavor. Yay! Pizza! Our shawarma is ready. Lovely family treat that you can share with your friends. Thank you for joining me today. See you some other time and happy Children's Day. Bye.
Happy Children's Day! Welcome to the SKS DIY fashion class. My name is Funke Adekpoju. I'm the creative director of Funke Adekpoju, or as some of you know it, Funkafrique. I'm going to be teaching you a few DIY hacks and tricks that you can do while you are at home. Stay tuned and enjoy. So the first thing we'll be doing today is funkifying an old t-shirt. So the first thing you are going to do, just cut a strip of the fabric. It doesn't matter, you don't have to have precise measurements. However you do it, you just want to make the t-shirt look funky. Okay, so let's start. So we have this scrap. So what we'll be doing is we'll be attaching this to it. So see, it already looks different. So it's better to use glue, but have an adult with you, and when you're using the scissors, make sure you have an adult to make sure that you don't make a mess and you don't glue your fingers together. You can have it without the excess, or you can have it with the excess, depending on what you want. So what we'll be doing now is attaching the glue. So just take a bit. Make sure that you don't tip it over, because if you do, then you have too much glue and it'll be difficult to manage. So glue this. Just put the glue on the sides, just the edges, that's all you need. This is Yoo-hoo glue, but you can typically use it for anything. You can use it for wood, you can use it for clothes. So just put it on the edges to make sure that you don't have too much. So just all around the edges, that's where you want to use it. So you see, and when you're using it, you don't press hard on it, because if you press hard, then you get too much out and the whole t-shirt is messed up. So you have put some glue there. Some more. And then we put just a bit at the base. Just a bit here. See, we don't have glue everywhere. We haven't made a mess. You leave for a few minutes to dry. Okay. And voila, you have your t-shirt with a new design on it. It's as simple as that. You can use any t-shirt that's cotton, it should be fine. And because we didn't have a lot of glue, it didn't smudge or pour on it didn't make the back stick together. So, and that's it, your new sequin top. So we're going to be funkifying yet another t-shirt, but it's a different way this time. So just take an old t-shirt that you have again, or a new t-shirt. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding fringe to the sleeves. We'll be cutting the sleeves. So remember to always have an adult with you when you're using a pair of scissors, so you don't cut yourself. So we will be cutting the sleeves. This is very easy to do at home. You just need to get an adult to help you. So we cut off the sleeves. Okay. Looks like a simple sleeveless t-shirt. And then we're going to take the fringe. So we're just taking it out, it's in a roll. Okay, so we're going to double it so that the sleeves are fuller. Typically, you should measure with a tape measure, but you can do it without if you don't have one at home. So we'll just kind of use this to measure. just use what you have just to measure to make sure that you don't cut too much. So from here, we can kind of see that we're good. So we'll cut this and put this aside and just take the same measurement. Do this here again, double it here. And cut it. Make sure it's the same measurement so you don't have one fringe sleeve hanging down and the other one is hanging up. You look funny and your friends will laugh at you. They won't think that looks cool. So this is it here. We've measured it and it's the same. So see? So this is it. It's a long strip, but we've doubled it so that we can have some fullness on the sleeve. So this is it. Same thing for this one. And we're going to attach it to the sleeve. Okay? So remember, you need some pins as well to put the things in place so that it's easy for you when you're stitching it, so it's not moving around. So you pin here to kind of give you a visual and let you see how it's going to look by the time it's done. So you can do this. And we can do that on the other sleeve as well. Make sure you're careful so that the pins don't break your finger, because you don't want to stain the t-shirts and you don't want to be in pain because you won't be able to make any more t-shirts. Okay, so see, we're going to stitch this now, but you can already see that the t-shirt looks a bit more interesting than what it was before. So threading a needle can be a bit difficult. You can get an adult to help you. See? So just take what you need, or take however you can manage it. Okay. Because sometimes when you put the thread and it's too long, it tends to get tangled quickly. So don't take too much. It's okay for it to finish and then you can get some more and finish and get some more, as opposed to when it's tangled, because you'll be frustrated and then you don't want to do it anymore. Tie a knot at the end. So we're going to start stitching. Okay, so what you can do as well to make it look a bit more funky is that as it is, you can pull it a bit, so it has a bit of gathers. So it's a bit gathered on the sleeves. So just stitch it normally, but just pull it. If you pull it, then it has a bit of gathers, and so it makes your sleeves look a bit more interesting than just stitching. So you'll see the finished product in a minute. Don't remove your pin even when you finish stitching, just in case you need to rearrange something. Okay, so we're done with this sleeve. And now we'll gather it a bit. So see, when it's gathered, the sleeves look a bit more interesting. So it's up to you. You can either leave straight like this, or you can gather it a bit to give it that extra pizzazz, so that it looks like it's finished even more interestingly. Okay, so you finish your last seam. So after you're done, you finish it this way, and yeah. Okay. So this sleeve is done. Okay, so we're going to quickly do the second sleeve. Okay, it's very easy. So take it all the way. Just simple stitches. You take it from there and you continue. And then we finish our seam here. Okay. Okay, don't forget to take out your pins. See, our shirt is ready. So there you have it, our white t-shirt that was plain with plain boring sleeves. Now has this funky green fringe sleeves that when we wear, we can sway all around and it'll look a lot more fun and cooler than it was before. Now I'm going to be teaching you how to make an apron. The apron you can use when you're playing with slime so you don't make a mess all around. You can also use it when you're painting. So you fold the sleeves like this. This will help you get the shape you're trying to cut. So just fold the sleeves and make sure that it's parallel with the color of the shirts, and then you just cut right through. Okay. So you have this shape. What you want to do next is you're going to cut it on the sides. Just follow the seam. It's fine, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you're using it to protect yourself from slime or other, and it's washable anyway. So you cut it, have the back off, and then you just trim it around the neck. Okay, let's put this aside. Don't throw away your sleeves, you're going to need them. So make sure that this is what you have. The back is not there, so there's no back. And then what you need the sleeves. What you're going to do is just cut the edge of the sleeve. And you do that for this as well. This, you cut in half. So it becomes a shape like this. And this you cut in half as well. So this is a shape that you should have. What we're going to do with this now, you have to stitch it on the wrong side, because if you stitch it on the right side, this is going to be our belt that we're going to use to hold our apron. If you stitch it on the right side, by the time you do this, you'll have the back, because this is what is going to be showing at the back. This is the back. So instead, you stitch it on the wrong side, here, and you stitch it here as well. You put it at the edge of where the triangle, or where the slant stops, is where you start it. Remember, it's on the wrong side. So this is what we're going to do. So the stitching doesn't even have to be, it's up to you. It doesn't have to be extra neat. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. By the next time you try it, practice makes perfect. It'll be perfect. See, and we're done. Just remember, create the bubble or create the hole and put the needle back inside. And we've locked it. So that's done. We have this here, so we'll stitch the other side. So it's good to have pockets because then you can use them to put your pen or your extra supplies or your paint brushes. So make sure that the thread, the part with the knot, starts at the back. Okay. Okay, so we're done with this. Okay. This is basically what we have achieved. An apron. That's it, our apron's ready. Now I'm going to be showing you how to make a tutu skirt. A tutu skirt that you can wear for ballet or you can wear to a party. So I'm going to be showing you. Tulle you don't need to stitch because the edges will stay the way they are. You just maybe need to trim when we're done and we'll show about the length. So the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to cut as neatly as possible. We're going to cut the edge, leggings or whatever. So we're using leggings today. We're going to cut round as neat as possible because this is what we're going to use as the band of our tutu skirt. So this is all we need for the skirt. So if you see, it's elastic so that we can build our skirt around it. What you're going to do is you take the tulle, the strip, just kind of scrunch it up together, fold it, take your band, put this inside and do this. Make sure that they're on the same level. So that's it. You take, usually if you want to, you can make your strip smaller depending on how full you want it to be. So we're going to take another strip. We'll do 2 strips of each color. Then we take. So don't make the mistake of doing this. If you do this, then you can't really, there's no. So what you want to do is to take this, fold it in half, so you have to do this all the way around. So we'll alternate the colors. But you see, we have to be careful because the elastic will keep stretching. So let's put one more color. Or measure the person who's wearing it. If this fits them already, then all you need to do is just stitch this a bit. So we'll go to our needle and thread. We'll do this. We'll stitch this together because we've now gotten our skirts. We're going to make our bubble at the end again so that we can finish off our stitching. So you just take the needle back in and remember the hole, you stick the needle back inside the hole. That extra fortifying, okay? And then we cut it. But you don't want to be walking about with your skirts with the thing sticking out, the seam. So what you do is loosen the last one a bit, stick it inside, see? And our skirt is done. That's our tutu skirt. Now I'm going to be teaching you how to make scrunchie or hair ruffle, or just to pack your hair. So we're going to be making one with a bow. So the scrunchie will be able to hold the hair, but it will also have a bow sticking out. First of all, we're going to make the bow that we're going to use for the scrunchie. Okay, so I want a big bow. So let's cut this way. How big? Okay, so there's no precise measurement. It just depends on how big or small you want your bow to be. So it's pretty easy. You have to stick this together. So you fold the fabric in two. And then, so this is what we're trying to do. This is our bow, but I'll show you what to do. So we'll stitch it together. Let's get our, so let's do the pins first so that our stitching is precise. So this is the fabric. You fold it on one side, you fold it on the other side, and then you pin it. So you pin it. So this is the shape that you should be having, like this. So this is the back, that's why they're not starting on this side. Okay, we're going to create big stitches. Remember, don't remove your pins until you're done so that your pins can still guide you. Okay. Okay. So, since we're done, we can take out our pins. So that's that. So this is the bow. To make it look a bit more professional, what we'll do, so we'll just cut a little strip and just put it over it. So we're going to do this to make our bow look more professional. Yeah, so we have our bow. You can always hide all the ones flying around inside. You can use your scissors to tuck it in so it stays under and it's not showing. Okay, the last one. Our bow is ready. So this is the bow that we've made for our hair ruffle. So now we're going to be making the hair ruffle. So we're going to go back to our fabric and we will cut a strip that we are going to use for just enough to, by the time you stick it together or sew it together, is fine. So this is good. So this is what we're going to use. What you need to do is to cut it into a very long rectangle, and then you have to sew this all the way down. Okay, so we'll do that now. Okay, so we're finishing up our stitches, and to close this last bit, we're going to need the elastic to make our scrunchie. What we're going to have to do is take the elastic. So if this is the whole length, of the scrunchie, you only need like 3/4 of it, so that by the time you pull it, it will become the scrunchie. So this is the this is the whole length of it. We don't need all this, it'll be too much. So we'll cut up to here. So what we're going to do is that as we're closing the stitch here, we will put this. But before you put it, you need safety pin. You need a safety pin to put at the edge of this, because that's what you're going to need to pull it. So you use the safety pin and you just put this inside. But before that, we'll put this here. So this is it. We're closing the stitch. This is the end. We're closing the stitch. So to make it stronger, we'll take it, after you finish the stitch here, you take it back all the way again. And then we finish our stitch here and put it back inside. Okay, so you cut it. Then what you need to do is you need to turn this around. I usually just use the pair of scissors. So you need to put it on one side. It's stuck to this side is free, and then you turn it around. Okay, this, and then you pull it out. Then you find your elastic and pull it out. You find it with it. Remember, we use the safety pin. And there it is. So to finish it now, we will join this to this. So we can cut this off because we now know what we need. We don't need this much. So there we have it. We have our scrunchie. But remember, we still have this bow. So we're going to stick our bow to our scrunchie. We're done with our remember to tighten a knot. And there it is. So this is our scrunchie. Nice with a big bow. So remember, it depends on how big you want your bow to be. I wanted mine really big. So our scrunchie is ready. A good time because we had a lot of fun, and we hope you've learned a lot. Show us what you've made by tagging us on social media at GTBank. Have a happy Children's Day!
Happy Children's Day to you all. You're welcome to the SKS Story Time. I'm so glad to be with you today. My name is Efe Famire. I'm the author of Folktales Are Forever, and you're all welcome to a Folktales Are Forever educailtainment experience. We're going to have book reading, storytelling, singing, dancing, and music. Again, happy Children's Day, and welcome to a very fun and most memorable experience. Okay, let's start. We start by welcoming you. These are our Folktales Are Forever Wazobia mascots. And when you look at them, you should be able to tell what they represent. So I'll give you just 1 second. What do you think they represent? Did you say Nigeria's 3 major ethnic groups? If you did, you're absolutely correct, and you can give yourself a star. So this here is Wasibi, and he represents the people of the... Did you say Yoruba culture? Correct. Another star. And then this is Zonan. He represents the people from the... Did you say Hausa? Absolutely correct. Another star. And then this is Bia Ebia, and he represents the... If you said the Igbos, you are correct again. And there you have another star. And they are all saying, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now let's see. They have different things on them that really tell us exactly where they're from. Can you identify those things? How did you tell? Hats, correct. Another star. Musical instruments, correct. Another star. Okay, now, do you know what that hat is called? That's a little tough, but try, you can ask. Okay, it's called the Abeti Aja, okay? And the instrument is called the gong gong. It's the talking drum, and it's going to speak to us. This one right behind me will speak to us shortly. This hat here, do you know what it's called? Okay, it's called the Hulanzana, and the instrument is called the Kakaki. If you got those right, give yourself stars, 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 making 4 stars. 2 more stars to go. This right here, that hat, did you say Oku Agu? You are correct. Another star. And that instrument there, Ogene, another star. That is so great. So now, did I say that drum was going to speak? We have a gong right here, and it's going to say, Happy Children's Day. Let's hear it. Again. One more time. Happy Children's Day to you all, and a warm welcome again. Oh, yes, they like to sing great. So we're going to sing, and they're going to sing in the languages that they speak, okay? So if you're not Yoruba or Hausa or Igbo, when we're done, we're just going to give you 1 minute to sing from the language of your own culture or any other language. If you're French or Spanish, whatever language you speak, then you sing like that. But the Yoruba people, to say welcome, do you know what they say? Ẹ káàbọ̀, correct. Yet another star if you got that. The Hausa say Sannu da zuwa, correct if you got that. Another star. And then the Igbo say no. Good, 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 good. So we're going to sing and welcome ourselves, or they are going to welcome us. And then if you're with your family, your friends, or parents, sisters, brothers, you can sing along and we can welcome one another. Are we ready? Are we ready? And move side to side. Ẹ káàbọ̀ ma, ẹ káàbọ̀ sà. That's Yoruba I speak, that's Yoruba I speak. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ma, ẹ káàárọ̀ sà. That's Yoruba I speak. Sannu da zuwa, Sannu da zuwa. That's Hausa I speak, that's Hausa I speak. Sannu da zuwa, Sannu da zuwa. That's Hausa I speak. No, that's Igbo I speak, that's Igbo I speak. No, that's Igbo I speak. One more time, whatever language you speak, sing along. Whatever language it is you speak, just sing. Sing welcome in your language. I said, what language you speak? Good, good. You're welcome, everybody. And again, happy Children's Day to you all. Welcome. Now, you know one thing I love about books? Books take us anywhere we want to go. And I wrote this book first for my children and for children all over the world to enjoy. So today we're going to go to the animal kingdom. Okay, so I'm going to need you to use your imagination to go to the animal kingdom at a time when animals could speak, you know, and animals could dance and animals could talk. Are you ready? I told you we have how many stories? 2 stories. So sit put, enjoy yourself, and don't leave until you have listened to both stories, okay? But there's something special we like to do to get ourselves really excited about our stories. So I will say story, story, and you respond story. When I say once upon a time, you will say time, time. Are you ready? And then I would say drum roll, and then we're going to do this, right? We'll clap our hands on our laps, and then I'll do this. We stop at the same time. It gives a really wow effect. And then I tell you the title of our story. Are you ready? Story, story. Louder now. Story, story. Once upon a time. Once upon a time. Drum roll. How lion became the king of the jungle. A long time ago, the animals had no king. They lived together as equals, and the animals went about their activities without a leader. Some animals who were particularly skillful or big or strong were respected and consulted when help was needed. Elephant was one of these animals. He was revered for his formidable size. Trees shook when he walked, the ground quaked when he danced, and when he blew through his trunk, birds scattered from the trees. No animal compared to elephant in stature and stance, and elephant knew this. One day, after thinking about it for a while, elephant decided that he might as well become king. I am bigger than all of you, said elephant to the other animals. I am stronger and I can do anything I want. I hereby demand that you crown me king over all of you. The animals were not pleased, but elephant was truly bigger and stronger than them all, so they said nothing. My coronation ceremony shall hold in 7 days, continued elephant, and preparations must start now. Late at night, some of the animals met secretly to discuss what they would do about elephant. We all know we can't make elephant king over us, whispered Tiger. Even without being our king, he's already taking advantage of weaker animals. It will only get worse if we make him king. I agree, whispered Dog. Elephant is not compassionate. He can't be our king. I agree too, said Parrot. Elephant is not patient. He can't be our king. He's selfish too, said Monkey. He can't be our king. Once, he asked me to harvest all the bananas on his farm, and when I took them to him, he didn't offer me any. I worked so hard for him and was not rewarded. But if we can't have elephant as king, said Tiger, we must have another who can protect us, an animal equally strong, but with all the good qualities elephant lacks. Slowly, their eyes turned to Lion. Yes, Lion has all the qualities, said Owl. I agree, said Cock. Lion should be our king, said Chimpanzee. The animals nodded in agreement. We shall crown Lion king. Lion nodded. I humbly accept this honor, he said, and I promise to be a worthy king. Then the animals made a plan on how they would go about crowning Lion instead of elephant. I suggest we keep this plan discreet and ensure that elephant does not get wind of it, said Owl. The next day, the animals began making preparations for the coronation ceremony as elephant had ordered. They trimmed the trees, leveled the grass, and cleared the grounds. They built a huge and beautiful throne. They worked very hard for 6 days. Elephant often came to inspect their work, and he would yell, "This is not right! Correct this! This is not good enough for me!" The animals became even more disappointed in him. On the coronation day, dressed in his best attire, Elephant led the animals in a dance around the jungle. As they danced, Elephant asked the animals to sing. Ao Mary Joba Eweku Ewele. Ao Mary Joba is Yoruba. It means we shall crown elephant as king. Eweku Ewele just adds rhythm to the music. It makes it sound really nice. So it's a call and response. When I say, Ao Mary Joba, you respond, Eweku Ewele. You want to try that? Ao Mary Joba, Eweku Ewele. Did you get that? Again. Ao Mary Joba, Eweku Ewele. Bravo! So at this time, I'm going to teach you what I call the two-step dance so we can sing and dance together. Are you ready? Okay, let's do this. On our feet. Okay, 2 steps to your left, then 2 steps to your right. Easy. Now, 1, 2. 1, 2. Did you get that? Very easy, right? One more try. 1, 2. 1, 2. Are you ready to sing? Do you remember what you're going to sing back to me? Ewekuewele. Correct. Let's have the talking drum. Ao Mary Joba. 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 Ewekuewele. Good job. Let's go back to our story and see what happens next. As the animals sang, Elephant danced proudly towards his throne. The animals had laid a beautiful spread of palm fronds before the throne. Closer and closer to the throne, Elephant danced. When Elephant took the last step towards the throne, the palm fronds gave way under his weight and he fell into a pit with a loud crash. The animals gathered around the pit and watched Elephant struggling to get out. But the pit was so deep that Elephant would be unable to get out without their help. Elephant soon grew tired and began to plead for their help. "We don't want you as our king," the animals said down to him. "We have chosen Lion to be our king, and we will not help you out of this pit until you agree to accept him as your king." "We don't want you as our king," the animals said down to him. "We have chosen Lion to be our king, and will not help you out of this pit until you agree to accept him as your king." Finally exhausted, Elephant agreed to accept Lion as king, and the animals helped him out. "All hail the king of the jungle," the animals chorused as Lion took to his throne. Elephant and the other animals bowed to him. Lion roared in response and the entire jungle shook. "All hail the king of the jungle," the animals chorused again. The end. Thank you for listening. Did you enjoy that story? Oh, I bet you learned some new lessons and some new words too. Do you want to share them with me? Or anyone else around you? Go ahead. You know, I don't really like to tell children what I think they learned from the lessons. I like to hear back from my friends because you always teach me new things. So share with your mom, your dad, sister, brother, friend, anybody, anything new you learned from this story. And if you learned any new words, why don't you look those words up in the dictionary so that you can use them some other time yourself. Well, with this story, there's one word I always try to ask children to figure out. Elephant was a, it starts with B. Did you say bully? Oh, absolutely. Elephant was a bully. And no one likes bullies. And no one likes to be bullied either. And so we have to be brave so we make sure we're not bullied. So we're going to say some things together, okay? Using the word bully. I am not a bully. I will not be bullied. And we say no to bullying. Good job. Thank you again for joining the SKS Story Time. Don't go anywhere. There's another story coming your way soon. Again, happy Children's Day. Before we go, our Wazobia mascots like to say thank you in a special way. Who knows what thank you is in Yoruba language? Did I hear someone say Eshe? Correct. You get a star. Another star. In Hausa? Did somebody say Nagode? You're correct. Get yourself a star. in Igbo? Did I hear Dalu? Correct. Now give yourself another star. And you know what we're going to do? Because it's Children's Day, so we're going to tell our parents, let your parents know for every star, you get a special Children's Day treat. Okay? Good. So we're going to sing and dance and thank you, appreciate you for spending time with us at the SKS Story Time. Okay, are we ready? Okay, let's get on our feet. So this is special, okay? Not only are we going to sing in the different languages, I'm going to show you the dance, okay? So we have, if you're in a family of boys and girls, boys on one side, girls on one side, it's a dance-off. Are we ready? So when we get to Eshe, the girls just pick up your pretty dresses like this and you just move. Eshe, Eshe, oh. Okay? The boys, you imagine you are wearing an agbada. You know what the men wear out? So you're just going to take your agbada like this. So go, Eshe, Eshe, oh. Did we get that? That's for Yoruba. Okay? When we get to the Hausas and we're saying Nagode, okay? The girls are going to imagine we're the Fulani, so you're going this way. Nagode, Nagode, okay? The boys, imagine you are leading cattle and you have your stick and just holding it like this. Nagode, Nagode. Did we get that? Okay, now for the Igbos. Dalu, the girls, you're going this way. Dalu, Dalu. Did you get that? Good. And the boys, so that this fan, the Igbo men hold, so you just do that. You know, just be cool with your fan. Dalu, Dalu, okay? Are we ready? Are we ready? Girls on one side, boys on one side, mommies and daddies. No, mommies with the girls, daddies with the boys. We're having a dance-off. Are we ready? Okay. And again, thank you so much for joining us. It's been the SKS Story Time on Children's Day. Have a wonderful, wonderful Children's Day. Do great things together. Oh, yes, before I forget, something from our treasure chest of questions. Have you checked up on any of your friends lately since the lockdown began? You can call your friends today and just wish them Happy Children's Day too and say, just calling to check up on you that you're doing okay. Happy Children's Day to you. Happy Children's Day to me. Would you do that? Thank you. All right, Eshe, Nagode, Dalu. Let's have it. Ready? Eshe, oh, Eshe, Eshe, oh, Eshe, oh, Eshe, oh, Nagode, 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 Dalu, 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 Eshe, oh, Eshe, Eshe, oh, Eshe, oh, Eshe, oh, Nagode, 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 Dalu, 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 Eshe, oh, Eshe, Eshe, oh, Eshe, oh, Eshe, oh, Nagode, 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 Dalu, 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 Dalu. Thank you again and Happy Children's Day.
Children's Day! Welcome to the SKS Draw With Me class. My name is Nimi, and today I'm going to be showing you cool stuff that we can make with all of these materials. First of all, we're going to be drawing. And after we draw, we're going to be making a beautiful collage out of what we draw, and then we paint. So today, we're going to be making use of lots of materials that we can easily find in the house. Look, I have some tissue. I also have some pencil shavings. So when next you sharpen that pencil or color pencil, make sure you don't throw the shavings away. They're going to be useful for beautiful artworks that we can post around the house. I'm going to be making use of a pretty thick piece of paper, so nothing falls off and nothing falls apart. And most importantly, I have my apron on, so I don't soil my beautiful dress. All right, let's draw. So, can you guess what it is that we're about to draw? Did you guess a flower? Then you're correct. We're going to draw a flower. I'm going to start by making a big circle, and then I'm going to make smaller circles all around it. Big circle, and then slightly smaller circle. Slightly smaller. We have our petals. Now, I'm going to draw the stem. I think I should throw in a leaf. Voila! We have a flower. I hope you guys are still following along. If you need any help, please ask one of the adults around you. Alright, so let's get to the collage. For this collage, we're going to be sticking pieces of tissue with glue on our beautiful flower. So these lines serve as a guide. Be sure to put the tissue and the glue within the lines and not outside, okay? So this is beginning to look really nice, but first we have to wash our hands before we move to the next step. And now that we have washed our hands, we can get to the next part, which is painting, my favorite part. For painting, we'll be needing paint brushes and some paint. That's all. Let's get to it. Notice anything about the colors that I'm using? I'm using the colors of the rainbow, but you can use any colors of choice. You can use your favorite colors or whatever colors you have available. So this looks pretty, doesn't it? What does yours look like? Now, we're going to be putting the finishing touches, and I'm going to be going in with my pencil shavings and some glue. beautiful rainbow flower. It will take a couple of hours to get dry, but once it does, be sure to frame it and hang it up in your bedroom, okay?
kids! Happy Children's Day! Now more than ever before, we're spending more time online, sharing music, doing our assignments, and watching our favorite shows. My name is Adiola, and today I'll be sharing 5 tips to help you stay safe online. The first tip is be smart. Whenever you post stuff online, you need to make sure it's something that you can say to your friend face to face. Remember, if you can't say it, don't post it. Bad news travels really fast. You wouldn't like a negative comment that you post to go viral. On most social media platforms, there are settings that you can adjust to control who sees what you post. The second tip is be strong. Like you keep your money in your SKS account safe, you need to make sure that your information online is protected. To create a strong password, you need 8 to 12 characters, a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, and upper and lower case letters. Third tip is be alert. Everyone knows not to collect candy from a stranger, right? Same thing applies online. It's important for you to identify what is fake and what is real. Have you ever seen those notifications that say, click here to win $1 million? It's most likely a scam, right? If it's too good to be true, it most likely is. Remember to look out for anything that looks too dodgy. The fourth tip is be kind. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people spreading bad vibes online. You need to remember that whatever you post online, you'd want it said to you as well. If you see anything that looks mean-spirited or inappropriate, make sure to report it or block it. When was the last time you said something nice to your friend? Remember to say something nice to your friend today. Finally, tip 5, be brave. If you see something negative that was posted online, say something about it. If you're not sure, speak up. If you get a creepy message, call the attention of an adult around you. Remember, don't be afraid, be brave. I hope you learned something good today. To learn more about staying safe online, click on the link below. Remember, stay safe and happy Children's Day!